Are you currently stuck trying to transform those massive hour-long YouTube uploads into quick, scroll-stopping snacks for TikTok, Shorts, or Reels without blowing your budget or hiring an expensive editor? Good news! You've landed in exactly the right spot, because today, I, Alex, am walking you through a much faster and significantly less painful process to convert long-form videos into viral short clips almost entirely using the power of modern artificial intelligence. Stick with me for the entire demonstration, because I will show you the exact, repeatable steps and the crucial mindset I personally use so you can effectively scale this entire operation for your own channel or for any client work you manage. First thing first, you must absolutely never just start haphazardly chopping random pieces of footage together. The absolute best and most consistent results come only when you have a clear, strategic plan in place beforehand. You need to consciously pick the very best pieces of content you actually want to recycle. Perhaps it is a particularly insightful segment from a podcast episode, a deep dive in a how-to tutorial, or that one interview where someone dropped an absolutely wild and controversial take. For the specific walkthrough today, I will be utilizing a recent interview-style video because those types of recordings are consistently packed with those perfect little, highly shareable moments that always perform exceptionally well as short-form content. Now, let's briefly revisit the typical, old-school method for context. You hire an editor, you wait several agonizing days for the first draft, you pay high hourly rates, you cross your fingers. They find the right moments, and then you deal with exporting multiple different aspect ratios, manually adding subtitles, designing motion graphics, and uploading everything individually to every single platform. That entire pipeline is inherently slow, horribly expensive, and it actively drains the creative energy right out of you, which is why we need a better way in this current creator economy. Of course, AI tools exist to help alleviate some of this burden. You might have definitely heard of competitors like Opus Clip or other well-known clip generators, and I will admit they do a reasonably competent job for basic needs. However, after personally testing various software options extensively, Vizard has become my undisputed go-to platform for anyone who demands a genuinely smoother, end-to-end creative workflow, and I'm about to show you exactly why it has earned that top spot. So, step one is all about the import process, and it needs to be as friction-free as physically possible for maximum speed. With Vizard, you have the incredible flexibility to simply drop in a direct YouTube URL, upload your final MP4 file straight from your local drive, or even pull the source material directly from cloud storage. Literally, whatever method saves you the most precious seconds. I personally paste the long-form video link, and Vizard immediately auto-imports that large file and then instantly begins scanning the entire timeline for key moments. This initial phase is blazing fast, eliminating all that annoying time wasted, fiddling with file converters, or staring blankly at slow download progress bars, waiting for a transfer to complete. Step two is defining precisely what you want the output to look like, which starts by choosing your target clip length within the settings menu. I usually advise picking a range between 20 and 45 seconds, as YouTube Shorts strictly demands under 60 seconds, but shorter clips often perform better for initial discovery across TikTok and Reels, so I lean towards brevity. You also need to select your desired aspect ratio up front. The vertical 9:16 is my default for mobile feeds, but the platform fully supports 4:5 and standard landscape templates if your source content or specific platform requires a different orientation. For creators who need lightning-fast results without deep customization, there are excellent presets available, covering everything from sleek media-style layouts to simple text overlays or more established branded looks. If you strive for ultimate visual consistency across all your content, you can create and save your own master template once, locking in your brand colors, preferred fonts, watermark placement, and even designing lower thirds graphics. Once all those parameters are configured to your liking, you hit that prominent Generate Clips button and simply let the powerful AI engine analyze the entirety of your source material. Behind the scenes, the AI is performing a deep analysis of the spoken audio, visual cues throughout the video, and crucially, audience engagement signals it has learned from massive datasets to pinpoint the moments with the highest potential to go viral. Within just a few short minutes, you will be presented with a neat, organized list of clips that are completely ready for review, and each one comes preloaded with auto-generated captions and suggested optimized titles. Crucially, every suggested clip also includes a calculated virality estimate, which isn't magic, but serves as an incredibly useful prioritization tool to help you focus your review time effectively. This next part is where so many users get stuck with other tools. They just blindly accept the AI's initial suggestions without any further review, but you must not do that. The real quick wins that elevate a good clip to a great one are usually found through making small, very precise edits. Maybe tweak the exact trim points, tighten that crucial opening hook, or punch up the style of the automated text overlays. The Vizard editor itself is lightweight enough to feel fast but surprisingly capable, allowing you to drag trim handles, instantly change subtitle styling, drop in relevant emojis, or even add a quick clarifying voiceover segment right where you need it. It feels genuinely built from a creator's perspective, prioritizing speed and accessibility, rather than feeling like some clunky, overly complex enterprise software tool. One specific feature I absolutely love for maintaining brand integrity across large batches is the ability to apply one master template to all 20 clips at once and then make minor, necessary micro-edits individually afterward. That one batch editing capability is an absolutely massive time saver that drastically reduces the manual labor associated with rolling out a high volume of content every week. Next up is the publishing and scheduling phase. Because sure, you could download everything and upload manually, but that process is inherently churny and it absolutely kills the momentum you're trying to build. Vizard's integrated auto-schedule feature is truly where the entire value proposition of scaling your short-form content pipeline pays off exponentially for creators. You simply set your desired posting frequency and select all the target platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Shorts, X Twitter. And the system queues the clips, publishes them according to your timing rules, and intelligently staggers the content so you don't overwhelm your audience all at once. For busy creators juggling multiple channels and complex posting schedules, this level of automated control over distribution is an absolute game changer and incredibly clutch. Moving beyond simple scheduling, Vizard incorporates a built-in content calendar, which is fundamentally different from most clip tools because it provides one single centralized place to manage everything efficiently. Here, you can visually drag and drop clips across different days, add detailed notes for captions or necessary hashtags directly in the post block, and get a complete overview of your entire publishing roadmap at a glance. If you notice one piece of content suddenly starts gaining traction later, or if you just want to reschedule a post that didn't perform well, you can move it to a better slot in just 2 clicks, eliminating spreadsheets and copied links entirely. So, how does this integrated system compare to other dedicated tools, like Opus Clip? Opus is solid for the initial cutting and has a clean look, but creators commonly report a few specific pain points regarding cost and manual fixes. It can get surprisingly pricey if you need more monthly exports or access to slightly more advanced features, and many users report needing extra manual intervention for perfect timing and subtitle accuracy, which slows down the process. Furthermore, while Opus offers some scheduling, the content calendar experience is generally not as centralized or as powerful as the dedicated hub that Vizard provides for true workflow oversight. Many other competitors tend to focus exclusively on either the clipping function or just the scheduling utility, which forces you into the annoying position of stitching together multiple disparate applications to complete one simple task. This is precisely where the Vizard ecosystem stands out. It's intentionally engineered to be the entire workflow. You find the viral moment, polish it precisely, and schedule its publication across every platform, all housed within one unified interface. On a very real-world note, after I started consistently publishing these AI-generated shorts, my main channel began funneling a noticeable stream of new, highly engaged viewers directly into my longer, more in-depth content. Even clips that only earn a few hundred to a few thousand views on their own have proven very effective at converting brand new followers into committed viewers for the full-length videos, which is the ultimate goal. You truly do not need every single clip to be a viral smash hit to see genuine, compounding growth across your entire content ecosystem over time. I personally prioritize maintaining better overall consistency and higher content volume over the exhausting, often fruitless chase for that singular one-off massive blow-up success. Here are a few practical tips when you start implementing this streamlined workflow. Always plan your source content in solid batches, like several podcast episodes at once, because the AI processes faster and you get unified branding. Keep your clips extremely tight in length, aiming to secure the viewer's attention with an undeniable hook within the very first 1 to 3 seconds of playback time. If that initial hook isn't immediately clear and compelling, the social algorithm and the modern mobile user will unfortunately swipe past before you ever get a chance to deliver your core value. Use the content calendar specifically to smartly space out posts that cover very similar subject matter, so you avoid posting 5 back-to-back clips on the exact same niche topic. Staggering those topics strategically gives each individual short its best possible window of opportunity to be discovered by a fresh, non-jaded set of eyes on any given platform. Always take the extra minute to personalize the AI-suggested titles and captions, as fine-tuning those elements with niche-specific language will always significantly improve your reach to the exact target audience you are trying to capture. Now, let's be candid about the inherent limitations, because no artificial intelligence system available on the market today is genuinely perfect at understanding every single contextual nuance of human speech. Automated systems will sometimes still miss subtle context, and you should realistically expect that your very first batch of generated clips will almost certainly require some degree of manual refinement and cleanup after the AI runs its course. The virality scores you see are probabilistic indicators of trend alignment, not guaranteed successes. A high score simply means it possesses the elements that historically work well, but it doesn't promise a viral outcome. If you happen to be that absolute perfectionist who needs frame-by-frame color grading and highly custom motion design elements, you will still absolutely want to bring in a talented human editor for your most important hero promotional pieces. Vizard is specifically engineered for speed and massive scale when it comes to routine repurposing and high-volume discovery content. But for your cinematic flagship videos, you should pair it wisely with a dedicated specialist. Pricing is another very real, practical factor to consider when selecting any new core tool for your creator stack, as many platforms lock essential features behind prohibitively expensive, high-tier subscriptions. Vizard offers a tiering structure that is demonstrably more creator-friendly, and the return on investment shows up almost instantly as you save directly on editor costs while pushing far more polished content through your pipeline. So, for my final thoughts, if you want to finally stop the exhausting grind through endless hours of raw footage and build a truly reliable short-form content pipeline, the key is a tool that understands the entire creator workflow from start to finish. Vizard nails that tricky balance between powerful automation and essential creator-level editing control by finding the viral moments, giving you quick but powerful tools, and then managing the schedule everywhere. If you have been curious about seriously scaling your short-form presence, but have hesitated due to the perceived cost of endless editing or stitching together 3 different apps, I strongly urge you to give an integrated solution like this a focused trial run. Start by loading up just a few older episodes, set up your branded templates once, and then let the system churn out clips for you to review for the first time. You will likely start seeing better cross-channel traffic back to your long-form content quickly. If you'd like, I can outline a complete step-by-step checklist for your very first batch, including exactly what settings to use and a structured 30-day posting cadence that intelligently balances new content with strategic repeats. Simply drop a comment below or send me a direct message, and I will personally share that detailed resource with you right away as a thank you for watching the whole breakdown. Also, if you are already actively using another AI clipper right now, please do share which one you prefer and what you like or dislike about it in the comments, as that community feedback is incredibly helpful for everyone here. Thank you so much for sticking around until the very end of this detailed guide. If you found any part of this discussion helpful for optimizing your workflow today, please immediately hit that like button and follow for more actionable creator growth tips. Finally, let me know in the comments section what other complex video creation processes you would like me to break down and simplify for you in the next video. I wish you all the very best of luck as you start implementing this automation. And here's to happy, efficient clipping for the rest of the year.